nilo nayo. Niacheni nimwage radhi, minataka nimwage radhi. Ayoyo, niacheni nimwage radhi, minataka nimwage radhi.
Ng'ombe anapoita ndama tunasema kuwa analia. Kupigwa na kulalama hatujawahi kusikia. Hakika mmependeza. Ninavyomfahamu bi harusi sipati kusimulia. Nimetokea Ruvuma, Mchomoro na Mtumbo, Lindi, Mtwara mpaka Chito.
Today is Saturday.
Sifa za binti huyu Mola amemjalia. Binti,
we ask for God's blessing,
His
protection,
anakuachia. Bwana harusi tunakupa
from above.
Vema nyumbani. Una kitu usimfiche mwambi.
We live on Africa Radio Germany.
Kope mkono uende kinywani. Usimpige mateke kisingizio kitu fulani. Oh, umefanya nini jana kuliki leo ndani?
We're bringing you hot discussions.
Ukimshindwa mrudishe.
This is a news review from your host, Kwaku Acheampong.
Akienda kazini akirudi salimia. Wala usikae chini chakula kumsukumia. Mkaribishe.
We recently had a discussion concerning the death of George Floyd in America.
Hata kama anapajua. Alafu wewe tafuta kiti jikoni.
Demonstration everywhere.
Yako message.
The whole world. May he still rest in peace. Now people may ask, why you know playing this song? Because we are Africa. We belong to the world. The world belongs to us. Not only blacks, but white also. Black lives matters. I am going to give you some clue about, what always happens in America. If you've been a black, you are killed by a white cop. Never be the same. U.S. police have a history of violence against black people. Will it stop ever? If you're America, if you're in Germany, if you're in London, if you're in Canada, and if you're black, what I know is Black Lives Matters. The time is exactly 6 o'clock. If you're watching me from Uganda, from Zimbabwe, from Ghana, South Africa, Nigeria, Togo, everywhere, this is Africa Radio Germany. We are for all. We are in Hamburg, Germany. God has been faithful to us. I want to discuss something with you about blacks. I'm a black, right? Good. How it all started in America. Now when we talk about racism, what's the meaning of racism? Are you a racist? Never be a racist. It's very, very bad. When you go to Google Play Store, you'll find Africa Radio Germany there. Just download. You have everything. Either be news, live, you'll find us there. I will take this platform to greet one of my colleagues at work, Benjamin. Africa Radio Germany is here to educate you, to let you know what goes on around the world. You can send in your comments. God bless you. God bless blacks. God bless white. One who may say, why are you still staying blacks? I know the reason for saying that, right? No matter what, you are important. We are sorry for this late show. We held the demonstration at Rathaus here in Germany. Our correspondents were there to take a live coverage. You know, people are asking, this is the first time you see white, blacks, mixing, doing demonstration. It's very, very good.
Switch it up, yeah, no, make them pick a room. Craft that, which way, make them pick a room. Swagger no more, that's the way, make them pick a room.
Today is one of my prophet's birthday. Reverend Benjamin Opoku in Ghana. You're watching me live. Happy birthday to you. I am bringing you the news update on George Floyd murder, how he was killed, and how Black Lives Matters. Never get disappointed. Today may not end well for you. Tomorrow may not end well for you. But the third day will end good for you. Whatever you're going through, never be down. Just give thanks to God. Whatever happens your way. This is Africa Radio Germany. This is where Germany listens. This is where Germany watch. My name is Kwaku Acheampong, and I'm here to bring you live update. What went on from yesterday, today, on the death of George Floyd, how he was murdered, demonstration going on across the country, the whole world. People are talking about this issue. London, Germany. We held, as I said earlier, we held a demonstration here, right house in Germany here, Hamburg here. America, the same thing happened. While looting, people breaking in people's houses, shops, trying to do damage to certain things, which did not end well. Police clashing with people, which resulted in death. Now, I just want to read something to you, for you to be clear on certain issues. Now, this is from our correspondent. We discussed last what is going on about blacks as human. Your expectation as a black, where you living, either in Europe, America, whatever, you have to know we are one people. Either, as I said earlier, either you're black or white, we are all one people. Never look down upon someone. Discrimination is very, very bad. That is why Lucky Dube, these songs, different colors but one people. We are all one people. Wherever you meet a black person, wherever you meet a white person, we are the same. The same blood that runs through you, the same blood that runs through me. Irrespective of everything, we are one people. Now, US police have a history of violence against black people. And the question is, will it ever stop? Will it ever stop? It has been going on in America, not in America alone, everywhere, the whole world wide. And this is the time for people to come out. This is the time people to shout that, hey, this is what's going on. We need to put a stop to this. We are one people. As I said, no matter where you come from, no matter your color, your skin, whatever you do, you may die, you will die. But the issue is, as we live in now, where are we heading towards to? What goal? Achievement? Our responsibilities? The next generation which may come, what are they going to say? They witness this, they witness that. is about people. It's about a nation. It's about the whole world. We're coming together as one people. As I said, irrespective of whatever happens, just because we are one. Now, in Ferguson, my story, Mike Brown's body lay lifeless on the street for 4 hours after he was shot dead by a white officer. Witness described him holding his hands up in surrender before he was killed. A black guy killed by a white cop. In New York City, Eric Garner told a white officer who placed him in a banned chokehold that he could not breathe. He could not breathe before he died. He repeated the phrase 11 times. Just imagine being a black guy repeating this phrase 11 times. I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. But yet still he was shot dead. What is happening? Even at that moment, if the guy did something very horrible, it shouldn't be so. But this is the case, he was shot. Now, in Cleveland, Ohio, 12-year-old, this is a 12-year-old child, Tommy Riggs, played on a snow winter morning with a toy gun, just a toy gun, before he was shot dead by a white officer. A 12-year-old boy just playing with a toy gun. What comes in mind? If you're an officer, what comes in mind? That, hey, what am I supposed to do? I see this kid with a toy gun, and you presumably that it's a real gun. Was the guy shooting? Was he playing? At that moment, what was he doing? Before even someone calls a cop on you, what are you supposed to do? You come peacefully. I saw this, the witness, I saw this, I saw that, but it did not end well. He was shot. Now, that these horrific deaths of unarmed black men, and what the most sad is sad. They are all unarmed, but yet still they are being killed for no crime. They've done nothing. Now, listen. These horrific deaths of unarmed black men and boys all occurred within 4 months. Just imagine, if you're black, be in your parents' shoes, your family's shoes, and feel this year. We are one people. Where are we heading towards to? At the end of the day, as I said earlier, you will die. No matter what, you will die. Today you are gone. Tomorrow you may live. But remember, no matter what, you will die. In 2015, it will be Tony Robinson, then Eric Harris, then Walter Scott, then Freddie Gray, then William, the names keep on coming. Dying here on the street, like our late brother, George Floyd. May he so rest in perfect peace. This is really bad. What have you done to deserve this? For blacks to be killed. For blacks to be killed. We are educating ourselves. I am giving you more details about black people being murdered by white people. Now, some of those names have perhaps already faded from national memory, is indicative of the crisis. In 2016, I sat with Samaria Rice, mother of young Thurman, at the park bench near the site of her son's death, as she lamented. When I see any of these murders, it's like the government is throwing more salt on an open wound, and I'm not having a chance to heal. This is what the mother said. The daughter been killed just because of color. Where are we going? The whole world? Your friend today can be your enemy. Your enemy today can be your friend. We have one purpose, one goal. Whatever, as I said earlier, whatever the situation is, never look down upon someone, because the person you're looking down upon may rise up and turn against you. And now this is what happened in America. It has been going on several, occasionally, but the government is doing nothing about it. And this is the time for the people just to rise. Hey, whatever you're doing, we are coming to you. We are coming for you. You must put a stop to it. Black Lives Matters. Today is Saturday. East Africa, really Germany. We are for all. Not for individual. We are for all. The whole world. If you are listening, if you are watching, we're discussing on Black Lives that matters and nothing more. Black Lives Matters. We are black. Yes, we agree we are black. God has a purpose. Wow, he created you black. Why he created you white, brown. As I said, irrespective of your color, we are one people. Now, then she was referring to Alton Sterling and Philando Castile, both shot dead by police within a day of each other earlier that month. Just imagine. Black being shot by a white cop. Black being shot by a white cop. Black being shot by a white cop. It is sad. You've been watching on social media. You may get a chance, to be at the scene just watching. And I know a lot of people who has been at the scene just, being killed by white cops because they are black. And yes, they are blacks. They are killed for nothing. They didn't deserve to die. They deserve to live. Murdering people, blacks, just because of what? And I will say this. At the moment, white matters, blacks matters. But the killing of blacks rampantly in America is becoming unbecoming. And yet, millionaires are just sitting at one side watching things to happen in America. Wherever you go, we are one people. We have one common goal. We have one purpose. To kill a brother who is black. What will you gain from it? What are you going to gain from it? Nothing. Killing for killing's sake. Killing for killing's sake. Now listen. Now in 2020, it is George Floyd, the 46-year-old loving father and a staunch community advocate, placed in a knee-to-neck restraint for almost 9 minutes. Why? Almost for 9 minutes. Breathing. You, the police officer, you think, you are causing that. People at the scene trying to help. But you tweeted that, hey, who comes there, I'll shoot you. 4 police officers doing nothing. And the guy was struggling to break. But yet still, you decided to let things go. You murdered him. You murdered him for nothing. For Christ's sake, you murdered him. Now, 9 minutes by a white officer in Minneapolis. He died in the same metro area as Philando Castile. He authored. Now listen. Philando Castile also died in the same area. Now what is going on? What is going on? This is Africa, really Germany, where Germany listens, where Germany watch. If you're watching me from Ghana, Nigeria, Togo, Australia, China, Canada, wherever you're watching me, you're discussing issues concerning black lives. Concerning black lives and Black Lives Matters. I'm not surprised, the whites have joined the blacks in demonstrating against these things. They know the truth. They know the truth. They know what is going on. They prefer to be with the blacks, but hey, no, they've been warned. If you be with a black guy, this will happen to you. And that is their mentality. That is their aim. And if you do that, what are you going to achieve? Nothing. But destroy relationship, human relationship. The nationwide unrest that follows Floyd's death is undoubtedly more intense than in 2014. The leadership from the White House immeasurably more reckless, insensitive, and life-threatening. And yet, here the country is again. America, you have to wake up. United States of America, wake up. Racism is not part of you. Racism is not part of you. But this time around, the whole world has realized. Just imagine what's happening in London, UK, happening in Australia, everywhere. The war against this. But yet still, people have turned their ears to certain things and just trying to, to just tarnish image of people. Government officials must come out. They must speak the truth to the people. If you are for the people, you are for the people. If you are against the people, you are against the people. That is it. Nothing more, nothing much. Precursors to modern day American police departments include violence, slave patrols, utilized in southern states. Before the Civil War, then the legal enforcement of racist black codes, followed by Jim Crow laws. Early municipal departments in growing U.S. cities were overwhelmingly white and brutalized vulnerable communities ruthlessly. Thousands of lynching of black Americans. Why lynching them? For what? For what? For what? Because they are black? Because of their color? Because of their skin? Have you forgotten the same blood in you is the same blood in the black man's vein? You've forgotten that. But you're lynching them, killing them for no reason. If you go back to history, they will tell you, and I've read it, and I've studied it. Majority of blacks helped in building America. Majority of blacks helped in building this great city, America, United States of America. That is what I'm talking about. And now America is America, and you're killing the people. Why? Because you think one day they will stand against you. Yes, they have the right. They have their right. They have their right to do whatever they want to do. You know something. You cannot give a white different law and give a black different law. Law is law. And you the government try to separate laws, it won't work. And this is what they are doing, and they know what they are doing. They've been oppressed. They've been oppressed. So now they are wise. They are coming for you. I totally disagree with the looting, sharing of breaking in people's shops and trying to do damages about certain things. I disagree. I totally condemn that. But this is the time for the president to come out. At times they may see that your vocals irritates them. The way you speak, and it's true. At times the way you speak to people irritates them. But you may not know, but behind your back. And now blacks American in United States of America, look at what they're doing. They are fed up. I'm educating you. You can also educate me. That is it. We are black. We understand. Wherever we go, we understand. Because God created us that we are blacks. We understand. Yeah? But not to the extent of killing blacks. Not to the extent of hating blacks. What would you gain from this? We are in a pandemic. Coronavirus issue. And you are doing this, killing the people, and even killing the white people as well. Killing white people as well, without no reason. Now, Just days after I sat with Samaria Rice on that bench in Cleveland, Donald Trump accepted the Republican Party's nomination for president a few miles down the road. Trump presented himself as the law and order. Listen, Trump presented himself as the law and order candidate during a dark acceptance speech. The former Milwaukee Sheriff David Clark led the arena in a chilling round of applause for the Baltimore police officer Brent Rice, who that day had been acquitted on charges related to the death of Freddie Gray, whose spine was almost severed during his 2014 arrest. Trump thrust the issue of race and policing firmly into the culture wars he was fomenting. This is your president again, United States of America president again, doing this. It's very, very bad. It's sad. It's very, very sad for a whole president, to just, speak, talk to your people anyhow. They need something from you. You have to tell them something. You have to calm them, meet them, talk to them, understand your feelings. If not so, have you forgotten they voted you into power? Have you forgotten? They can decide that, we don't like you again. You've been our president, we hate you. And this is what's going on in America at the moment because of George Floyd's murder. Donald Trump, our president, you're my president. What I'm saying, what did blacks went wrong? What is happening in America? I mean the whole world. Now, Trump's response to police violence was a marked departure from the Obama administration's. Since Michael Brown's death, which began a nationwide reckoning and rejuvenated the Black Lives Matter movement, Obama had used his authority to target problematic police departments, including those in Ferguson, Chicago, and Baltimore, with Justice Department investigation. But yet, Trump disagreed with whatever. And yet still what he does is, always, when it comes out, he just throw dust into people's eyes. Throw dust into people's eyes, as if blacks, lives does not matter. But black lives matters. We are talking about blacks. At times, you may be in train, you'll be in a bus, and these white people just watch you as if you're something different. They can just watch you from behind. They can watch you as if you're something else. But don't forget, we are all gonna die. Whatever you do, we are all gonna die. When your time is up, you die. When my time is up, I die. I'm no more. You two no more. I'm no more. You no more. It's about time. Respect each other. It's about time. Respect ourselves. It's about time. Whites respect blacks. Blacks respect white. People may say, no, I'm not talking about white per se. I'm talking about black per se. There are some blacks who are also racist. There are some blacks who are also racist, and it goes to you. But we're discussing Black Lives Matters. Now listen, he issued an executive order to curtail local department procurement of certain military grade equipment. He commissioned a task force on 21st century policing, which memorably urged American law enforcement to move from warrior to a guardian culture. Although America has a sprawling, decentralized system of policing, the country has roughly 18,000 police departments, each with their own use of force policy. And this is what's going on. If you have your own policy, the people may decide, okay, we have one policy, you also have your own policy. Now if you go to New York, they have your own policy, Chicago own policy, Minnesota own policy, Los Angeles' own policy that's going on. This is Black Lives. Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matters. Now listen. And then Donald Trump became the 45th president of the United States. Not only did he fight a pure war against those who knelt during the national anthem to pay tribute to Black lives lost and stand against the structural racism underpinning it all. Now, a man who called for the death penalty against 5 black and brown teenagers wrongfully convicted of a rape in Central Park in 1989. We are talking about history. Black Lives Matters. As I said, tomorrow is for you. But we never predict tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow. Good. Nobody knows tomorrow. What will happen? What may happen? What might happen? We are one people. Now listen. The administration acted quickly. Now we are talking about America, discussing America. Will it stop? If you are black, why always white, cop always killing black people in America? I recently watched a video. A 12-year-old boy being harassed by a white cop, slapping him, punching him to the ground, holding him as if they are co-equal. As if they are co-equal. A Pilton man, slapping the boy, come on. What offense? Should the child be your daughter or son? Should the boy be your daughter or son? How would you feel? And up to now, those living in America, the black people live in America, they are not okay, they are not safe. They wish they never existed. Yes. If you talk to them, they wish they never existed in America. They helped in building that nation. They helped in building that country. And what is happening now? You are still listening and watching to Africa Radio Germany. This is where Germany watches, this is where Germany listens. We are discussing issues concerning, blacks being killed by white cops in America. Not in America alone, the whole world. If you're black, how you have been treated. There are some places, if you're black, you can't go. No, you can't go. But if you're white, you're allowed to just go. Why? Because of your skin. There are some places you can go, but there are some places you can't go. Assuming if you're a doctor and being black and you graduate, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a nurse. If it does not take the intervention of God, and you end up in a racism country, you will never get a job. We are talking about black lives that matters. Africa with Germany, we are for all. We appreciate whatever you do, but this is the time the government, the whole world, come out, voice out, tell the people, we've heard you, we've heard what you are doing. Calm the protesters down, calm the demonstrators down, and there will be. And they will be. Because it's like, you don't care what is going on. And yet they are killing people, the police killing people, the demonstrators also killing people. Which is which? Which is which? Which is which? I just want to end my message for today. Because what is going on in America and the whole world is so astonishing. It's astonishing. This is the time for us to sit back, rethink. What is going on? Irrespective of whatever going on, we are one people. Come on, one people. We are one people. It's a matter of time. The time is 6:35, and we are still listening to Africa Radio Germany. This is what Germany listens. This is what Germany watches. My name is Kwaku Acheampong. I'm the host for today, and I'm bringing you live updates. What is going on? News. What is going on in America? Germany. Here we heard a demonstration here, where a respondent now, correspondent trying to bring in certain views for us to see. Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matters. Even an airplane, the way these people just watch you, they portray their character as if you're a monkey. Sorry to use that word. As if. Even football field. It happens. A white player, don't want to get access to touch a black player. Why? Because of his color. Because of her color. But don't forget, you're gonna die, I'm gonna die. You're gonna die, I'm gonna die. Should you die first, I'll meet you. Should I die first, you meet me. That is it. That is it. The world must be in peace. Have you forgotten we are fighting this pandemic, this coronavirus issue? And now people are disobeying certain rules, certain laws, and yes, still this pandemic, really hurting people, family members, a group of people, but yes, still, they're thinking into their heart, from their heart, that look, no matter the situation, we are going to demonstrate. We are going to demonstrate. We are going to demonstrate. What is happening? What is happening? My name is Kwaku Acheampong. I am the host for today. You are still listening to Africa Radio Germany, watching Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter. We're live there. Today is Saturday. The time is 6:40 now. We're in Hamburg, Germany. We came to discuss issues with you concerning Black Lives That Matters. I pray God provide you, protect you. Whatever the situation is, God is there for you. God protects you. God gives you wisdom. The issue at hand is very saddening. The issue at hand is very saddening. But we are praying for our blacks. We are praying for our black sisters, brothers in America. It's very, very, very serious. It's very, very, very serious. You don't know where to go. Either you're going right, you're going left. Because you're afraid of your life. Your life matters. So far as you are black, you are black. So far as you are white, you are white. So far as you are black, you are black. So far as you are white, you are white. Just in Zambia, the nationals killing 3 Chinese people. Just imagine. In China too, they are mistreating people, African people badly. Now this coronavirus issue came, and they were saying the blacks, reintroduced the coronavirus again into country, and now they are sucking them, just go to your country. That's what we need. Have you forgotten where the thing started from? It started from China. And now you are blaming the blacks. You are blaming them that they are the cause of coronavirus. This is so sad. Why? Because you are black. Why? Because you are black. Your skin. So far as you are black, you are black. This is Africa Radio Germany. This is where Germany listens. This is where Germany watches. We are going for a commercial break. When we come back, we will add more stories to it.
And then he was taken to prison and he died 1 month later there in the prison. And he was died in a sophisticated way, where he committed with they want to pretend as he committed suicide. And he was someone that we didn't know any mental issues about him. He was healthy, young, black, looking good. So, and then it's coming over and again. Before this, what the Yaya was happened, it was Urujalo, Laya Konde, Acheampong, many wants to count. Many wants to count in London, many wants to count in France, many wants to count in the bloody US, the bloody Babylon. And then some Nazi people are saying that why we are here in Europe. Why we are here in Europe? We were in Africa, you illegally go there, and cross the city, and then come here. And then you came there and just legally arrested us as a slave and brought us here. That's how we know about Babylon. We were there, and then you went there and then colonized us. That's how we know about Babylon. That's how we know about the cars. The colonial masters are going with the cars there. And then that's how we are also. So for me here, I came here because of my country has been looted by the European colonizers. My resources have been taken away. When, as I was a child, my biggest fear is to lose my mom or to lose my dad. I feel so sad for the 6 years old. Diana is losing her father in a very brutal way. And how about you think about seeing this video of your child, of your dad dying like this? Not even talk about dying in a normal way. And his name was taken away. He was called George Floyd. And when we look at the background of the name, it's Kunta Kinte. Or Kanja, Jadi. The African names have been looked.
Hello, Ora. Yeah, Director, good evening. Yeah, we are just saved by the grace of God. Everything is fine. Yeah, so far so good. We welcome all listeners on African Radio. Today also have been another massive day, the 6th of June 2020. Still, Black Lives Matters is massively ongoing in Rathaus, Hamburg here, and a lot of people, massive people, giving their support to the Black community worldwide. Yeah, it's so interesting when you come on ground here. It's so interesting and very, very exciting. As you could watch from the video, a lot of people are here, not only blacks, even the whites outnumber the blacks here. The blacks are few, but we have as many as you can't even count whites, both young, old, present here, supporting, giving all the support for this program, and I mean it's a very successful one, as you can watch on the video. Yeah, the weather is not that favoring, but we are still managing. Hamburg as usual, the rain's doing the thing and stuff, but we are still managing, and I think it's okay. That's yeah. On health grounds, we could say it's not okay, but on other also grounds, you could also protect, because we are caught between two dangerous situations that we have to choose, and I think the kind of racism is more dangerous than this virus that is around. So it's better we step out than like we protest at this time, because it's now or never. Yeah, I think most of them here, looking at the situation ground on ground here, they are okay, and they also give us their support for the maltreatment of blacks worldwide, not only here in Germany, not only in US, but across the globe. And also, we have so many of such instances that happened in Germany here, but as at now, we don't have any update as to what the law is. Saying about them. For example, we had one of our brothers being killed in at this hospital. He was killed in a hospital here in Hamburg, one of the biggest hospital here. I forgot the name, but as at now, we haven't gotten any good results from that. And I think all those things ginger people to also come on board. And as you could watch the video, one guy was speaking and he said the brother was killed. The guy on the screen, yeah, the brother was killed in one of the prisons here or one of the cells in Germany. And as at now, we don't have any update as to what happened. But the police keep on saying that the brother caught committed suicide, But as to what is true or not, people here are agitated, and we don't have any results or judgment passed about the killing of blacks across the world. And I think these are one of the many problems or instances that are pushing people on streets to demonstrate, not only for our brother George and also those people in the US, but for all people in Italy, the kind of discrimination, and everybody on board here is also part of the protest. I think it's a unique one, and it has been long, for all this kind of treatments, not only now, but since time immemorial. And I think this is the time that people got to be out, let the cat out of the bag, so that people will see what is happening around the world. No, this is not the first time, but this is the first time you have massive support from all areas, from the white communities, and so many people joining the demonstration. This is not the first time, because we have most of the whites also, they take part in most of these activities. And in Hamburg here, I know most of the white guys here who used to join, irrespective of being it massive or small demonstration, they join. So I could say this is the first time we have as much people as as many as you can even count joining this protest. And yeah, it's encouraging. Come again. Yeah, this demonstration, people started around like 2 o'clock to 3, and you see many people on the street here. But the whole thing started around 3, and still people are also here. You could see the number increasing, and that is a two-way encouragement. Any moment from now, people will be going back home, and I think it's almost time. The police give us warning that it's time we have to be going, and I think we are warming up to leave the place. Yeah, this is like a time. This is time for change, and I think if the authorities will hear us, he will hear our cry. I think it's a positive time. It's a positive vibe, and I think most of the things they do should be considered, as we are also human, and anything that they do against any of us, will one day be brought to light. Just as what happened in the USA, they didn't think it was going to be so far to that extent, because he's black and he's not going anywhere. But now it's reached a lot of people, and you see the harm it has caused in the USA. Not only in US, a lot of places. Like right now, we are supposed to be indoors, virus and stuff. But look at where we are now, and you see people writing on their placard, "No peace, no justice, no peace. Silence is violence," and a whole lot of writings. This is the time that we must act and act very fast. Yeah, thank you also. Yeah, hold on from the studio. Yeah.
This is Africa Radio Germany, where Germany listens, where Germany watches. As I said earlier, our correspondent from Hamburg, that is Obi, he gave us just what went on at Rathaus, Germany here, Hamburg here. Demonstration, blacks mixed with white people demonstrating against Black Lives Matters. Recently, our brother George Floyd was killed in America, Minnesota, and the whole world, has been shaking. We are sad. May his soul rest in peace. My name is Kwaku Acheampong, your host for today, and I promise you that next week we're going to have discussion. We will talk about many things, what is going on. Never get worried. So far as you are black, your life matters. Never look down on people. Irrespective of what's going on, if you are white, if you are black, your life matters. I sign out for today. God bless you. God protect you. Whatever you're doing should be fruitful. I bless your family. Bye-bye.
Too easy. Wow, boss.
Every girl I say feed them right, but you have the pretty way you hold me in. Me have to ask you how you pretty so. You me a muggle with anywhere me go. You are the prettiest girl in the dance. If you want, feel me say take off the glove. I must see God say you from up above. Baby me tell you me fall in love.